Amen. There are two dimensions of peace and rest that is translated shalom, that is of interest for us tonight. When the Bible talks about shalom as a covenant of peace and rest, there are two dimensions I want us to look at for our discussion tonight. Number one is called rest and peace in the midst of storms. So this one does not necessarily mean the absence of storms. Rest and peace in the midst of storms. The believer can find peace. Ultimately, the goal is to be free from calamity, to be free from storms, but then there is a dimension of this covenant of peace that ministers rest and peace even in the midst of storms. That means you do not have to wait for storms to be over before you experience it. Three scriptures very quickly. Isaiah chapter 43 from verse 1 and 2. Isaiah 43, 1 and 2. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not. See, I reject fear. Shout it like you're a believer. It says, for I have redeemed you, I have called you by name, you are mine. Verse 2. It says, when thou passest through the waters, I will be with you. The Prince of Peace with you when you pass through the waters. It says, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you. Then it says, when thou walkest through the fire, when you walk through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon you. So you can experience that level of shalom, that level of peace, that level of rest, even in the midst of storms. This already is a message of hope for someone. Daniel chapter 3, let's examine from verse 16 to 18, then we'll jump and look at 24 and 25. This is a very popular story for believers. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, remember King Nebuchadnezzar? He erected a 90-feet gold statue of himself, as advised by all of the people, and they said at the sound of worship, everyone would have to bow to that statue. And there were three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they refused to bow to the king. So the story starts here. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O king Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. Verse 17, he said, if it be so, we know that our God, the God that we serve, is able to deliver us. He's speaking about deliverance now. That means that trouble will not even start. He can deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. Verse 18, but if not, let it be known to you that even if we get into that trouble, into that fire, even that furnace, we will not serve you or worship the golden image you have set up. Powerful. It takes a man who has this covenant working in their life to know that you are about to die. You see, kings those days were not people. They were very merciless. They were trained to be vicious. Are we together? Kings those days would kill their wives for entering the inner chamber without invitation. Can you imagine that? Just for entering, that was what made Esther afraid. Now the king